Local recording. It seems to be working. I don't know how loud this is going to end up being. Oh, look at that nice white left over there. That seems quiet enough, but I'm going to make it quieter just to make sure it's not drowning me out. I did another series of ranked matches. I didn't get super far. I kind of got far, but then I fell back down again. Spoiler alert. I didn't get that far. I didn't do that many. It makes me think, you know, if you run into like... Oh, I can skip these. If you run into a bunch of diamond players in a row and you just win every single time, you could just shoot up the ranks. If you never lose, you shoot up. I wonder what all my net, like... I don't want my net positive. I want my total positive. So here's my soccer. I've improved a few things since last time I played, and now I'm a better player. But I don't play enough that I really have any sort of consistency. Well, I do have a sort of consistency, but you know, it's not a diamond level consistency. And that's really the thing that makes a player diamond over fucking platinum, is just being able to not be dumb 100% of the time, or at least 80% of the time. I didn't punish those. They're very punishable if they whiff, same as most attacks in this game. This guy, I was like waiting for a... You can see I like wait for an EX headbutt. This is my first match after like a long time of not playing besides BAF Cups. I wait for EX headbutts, but I don't think I'm actually right on any of them. I'm waiting for them a lot too. I like bait on several wake ups, and I think I only bait like one. Sakura can charge fireballs against Urien without too much difficulty. The only thing she has to do is watch out for if he's got... jabbed immediately. Watch out if he's got... down charge. She could potentially like knee drop or EX knee drop as I start charging a fireball, and then I wouldn't be able to do anything about it. I got smushed. Oops. I don't know what happened. I was rusty. Fortunately, he had a lot of scaling. I managed to escape the corner by some miracle, whiff punished, and then I dropped my combo. I was feeling pretty stupid by this point. That's my favorite activation. I did a lot more matches this time where I was running VT1. I guess I'll talk about those when we see them. I shouldn't say a lot more, but a few more. I now have several matchups where I consider VT1 to be the better trigger. I'll talk a little bit about the things I feel like I've made progress on as I spot them, because there were definitely a few. This is also instructional for me just to go back and rewatch them and be able to say, wow, I was really fucking tunnelized on that one particular thing, and this guy kept on doing so and so over and over. It's very helpful to be able to do that. This guy actually was a diamond. I remember him being a lower rank. Oops. Light Tatsu's a lot better than heavy Tatsu. I did look forward there, but like, why? I was supposed to walk forward, low forward, I think. I got an overhead. I did that earlier and I ate an EX. EX a butt. I watch down charge on Urien a lot. If he's blocking while standing, that means he's not charging a headbutt. So that's like kind of an invitation to keep your pressure going mindlessly. So, pay close attention to that. I keep on neutral jumping against this guy and I get hit by like headbutts and stuff. And he like does a lot of I just reacted to that as he did it, so his timing is very obvious. I would like get pushed out to a certain range and then I would just jump. And then I would eat a headbutt or a tackle that would probably be either... The headbutt would be punishable if I whiff punished it, but it would be a little bit hard unless I was watching for it. There, look, I punished him. Eureka. The tackle would probably be safe-ish. And theoretically, if I jumped and landed on the tackle, I'd be able to punish it with a full jump in. But also, I think I got hit on the way up or down every time that I tried to go for that, so it doesn't actually end up working at all. That was probably minus, but I don't think it was unsafe. And I did reversal stand jab, which is my second fastest normal. I sort of whiff punished. That was actually the right thing to go for, but I just dropped the link. But I was close enough for the three light normal combo. And to be honest, I hate... It's annoying doing two crouch jabs into medium DP. I don't like that motion. So if I can help it, oops, not a great punish. If I can help it, I prefer crouch jab, stand short. But the range of that is... It's a little bit lower. It's actually about the same. Oops. I don't fight VT2 Urien very often, so this was a bit weird. I like theoretically understand how to punish it. I probably had a jump in there. No, probably didn't. My punish was alright. Down towards Roundhouse was probably about as good. Oops. Felt kind of dumb there and feel extra dumb here. I could have thrown him out of that B reversal. Wake up DP would have been great there. Reversal DP would have gotten me killed there. If I DP'd the knee drop, that would have been great. I tried to do wake up VT2 uppercut into super more because most people don't really respect that as a kill option. They're like, oh, well, Sakura, she could wake up EXDP. If she did wake up super, I could block it, you know. Oh, no, with punish. If she did wake up EXDP, then it won't kill me yet. You know, people think about stuff like that. Oops. I hate when Urien players do that. I just want to hit buttons when he's minus. Yeah, that happened again. That's like a good reply there. I don't think I could have beaten that coming down. It was just like a good option. Awkwardness on my part. I tried to wait. I saw he was down backing a lot, and I was like, here comes a really random EX headbutt, but I just waited too long, and then I realized I waited too long, so I just went in. Reacted again there. That's a really slow normal. There's another one. I'm eating all the EX headbutts right now, and now this is super awkward because I'm dead to a guard break. I thought that was unsafe. I guess it's only -2. Got behind him again. Activating before my punish was probably good there. If I just landed behind him and immediately activated, then I could have reacted to when he... Ooh, look, I managed to clinch it. This was super close. If I activated as soon as I landed, then I would have still been able to react to when he released, and I would have been able to either get a regular stand strong back fierce punish to be released immediately, or a jumping combo if he was still charging until pretty late. So, like, activation as soon as I landed was good. Also, doing my activation mid-combo there lowered my damage because of the scaling. You do actually lose an appreciable amount of damage now. I want to say it's as high as 100, but it might be as high as 100. I ran into this guy 4 times. I think the guy I ran into the second most was only like 2. There's one Akuma player I ran into here who, like, pulled after my first win, so he's not even in the replay list at all. Didn't get any points from him. Not fair. It probably wasn't low tier god this time. Not a great punish. I should have waited for him to land. In Street Fighter 4, they whiz over your head. So that's what I'm used to. So I just like waited for him to whiz over my... what I do is when they whiz over my head, I like low strong or low fierce depending on my character, and it like catches them. That was a punish. I could have done better. But in this game, Ryu just pushes you along as he goes. Stand strong back fierce. He was close enough, and it was kind of hurt anyway. But that works naturally, actually, if you're really close. Low forward activates +5, and I was really close because he dashed in right then. Oops, got counter hit. That hurts a lot. No Oki situation for Ryu, though. This one ended up being really close, I think. Or the set did. It's like the first fireball I threw, and he jumped in right then. Should have known. I backed up a little, like, I put myself at the perfect range where he would be expecting a fireball, so it, like, retrospectively was dumb as hell. But I kind of realized that as he jumped, it was like, wow, that was dumb as hell. Should have been waiting for that jump no matter how long it took. Whiff punished, I guess. I don't do a whole lot of empty canceling in this whole series of matches. I wasn't really thinking about it or looking for it. Ryu's burst damage is pretty good now. Oops. See how I low shorted instead of taking a throw? That's an improvement, right? I think so. I could have canceled that. Sakura can actually reaction cancel low forward, and the fucking day I practice that is the day I go diamond. Ew, he did that a lot. I feel really dumb every time. Technically, I can just empty jump throw to punish it, or even empty jump crush counter to punish it. And it's not a punish anyway. I can just delay tech. Also, that was a failed DP into super. Oops. It looked like he was still blocking by my wake up anyway, so he might have just blocked. This guy baits a lot, but his baits are a little bit too long, but it's hard to actually exploit that. I didn't want to wake up, fucking walk forward throw, but he like just waited like he kind of gets, he's like, okay, time to bait a DP, and he backs up from you just a little bit, and he just holds down back, and he holds it for like well and long enough for you to walk out of his effective range. He lets me out a few times because of that. I definitely could have played better in these early matches, but then I have some strong games later on. And then I go back to some bad ones. A little mix. I got net points, so it's okay. Crouch fierce, I saw his jump. Crouch teched with a jab, it wasn't actually crouch tech. There, he got me again. I can just delayed throw tech that. I'm like minus there, but I'm not punishable. I'm like -2 or -3 or something. -2, I guess, because I'm not punishable. Traded with him. I'm doing forward dash a lot more and jump in a lot less, but I'm still using... Baf. What was that? EXDP, I'm like, man, I can still win this round depending on how my trigger goes. And then I catch him with a counter hit jump in. Pretty much as good as it gets. And this stun bar is looking nice too. I walked back a bit too far. I didn't challenge a lot of those early on because I thought he would reversal DP me. That one I challenged, and it was a pretty greedy challenge because I cancelled right away. That was unconfirmed. Ryu's -2 after towards fierce, and your only threat is, if you do a reversal normal, the only threat is he does DP, and it has to be EX DP if you do a reversal light. If you do a 3 or 4 frame attack, It'll hit him in his first or second frame of recovery, and hard DP takes 3 frames to become invincible. Got him. 2 jabs actually does more damage than 1 there. Jab, jab, short. Especially if you don't use any meter, or particularly, only if you don't use any meter. Oh yeah, I should mention right now that pretty much every single one of these games I did was just a little bit laggy. I had like a bad internet day, I guess. I don't know. Usually it doesn't lag when I play this game. Or like every now and then it does, but not usually with everyone. I don't know what was going on. That jump was kind of awkward, but the chances of me getting anti-air were pretty low, but it wouldn't have been... Oops! Joke's on me, I should have thrown him. He takes the reset a lot there. I don't really like that. That was a failed activate for me. Durr. Does Baf find a way to choke this game away? Let's find out. I feel like I probably could have charged a fireball here, but also last time I threw a fireball, I like got jumped in on and died, so I don't want that to happen. Oop, dash under. He probably blocked the wrong way, because I don't think that was a punish. It's pretty tight to punish an air normal. 2 frames. If you hit them any sooner, they'll get a reset. If you hit them any later, they'll be able to block. And they have to have hit an air normal. If they empty jump, then they can block as soon as they land. Go, go, go. So now I'm 1-1 with this guy. I'm almost at 1300 here. I could have just stopped at 1300 and saved myself fucking an hour of play.
Round 1. Fight.
It was a little laggy and that didn't help. There, look, I got the fucking, that was a nice. Oh. Crush counter punish would have been better there. Crush counter punish here, a really bad one. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, I just go into soccer mode. DP was better there, DP does all its stun. Oh, it was laggy, I remember that particular thing, it lagged right as I jumped and I was like, fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was too far away, but I saw that I was too far away and I didn't cancel the jab. The jab will usually whiff if it's too far away, but there's one very specific like pixel where you can get the counter hit like Tatsu and hit jab and it hits on its second active frame, and then it's blocked and it's like, wow, okay, thanks, game. I figured hard Tatsu was a better prediction for a fireball than, ooh, punished. Hard Tatsu is a better prediction for a fireball than, I got the counter hit. And I got another counter hit. I had low forward instead of back fierce there, and it would have comboed. So that was a mistake on my part. That's like something, stand jab, stand strong, low forward works as a counter hit combo. But stand jab, stand strong, back fierce does not work unless the opponent's crouching, which he wasn't. So it's better to just do the low forward, take the damage loss if they are crouching. I mean, if you can react between the difference, that's the best. But I don't. I'm pretty sloppy at that. Medium kick would have crossed up there. Would have been nice if I did that, but I didn't. But I could have had a full jumping combo there, and that would have been good. Got hit jumping, and I didn't want to jump again immediately. Getting shimmied a little bit. His shimmies are weird. He does a lot of like forward dash stuff, and normally I empty cancel to get that, but I'm really nervous about empty canceling when there's any lag. Oof. Crush counter sweet. Looking at my resources, I can actually fuck him up if I get a good hit. Ugh. Dash in strong, and he backdashed then forward dash. It wasn't a punish, I don't think, but I didn't react to it. There were like long pauses between each match for this guy for the first one because it was like both of us were waiting for the other guy to hit okay before we hit okay. Because it was kind of laggy, but I was willing to play on it and he was apparently willing to play on it. Ryu's dash is pretty fast, man. But also every other character in this game, but particularly Ryu. Ryu has one of the faster dashes, I think. There footage of me going for heavy DP. I blocked and he fucking... I waited too long. That's a good combo. I think Ryu can do better now, right? Or not? Back roundhouse? EXTP? I think. I don't know. I don't actually know. I'm looking for that. I like the damage on that. I think I go for it 3 fucking times. After I used the first one, it's like I'm not, super's not a huge factor anymore. Nice little bait. I could have done better, and could have done a lot better. That should have been stand strong, back fierce, right there. Very sloppy, very bad. I could still win this though. Could I though? Oh, look, it didn't kill. It didn't kill. That could have gone either way. I like wanted to hit short because short's my best button in terms of beating other attacks, but it takes a lot longer to whiff than jab. It sounds weird, but even though they're like super fast light normals, both of them, short has just longer recovery. I'm kind of curious about what the actual difference is, so I'm going to open up FAT right now during this loading screen. I don't go on fat like ever. I like have most of Sakura's important frame data memorized.
If you stand in my way,
So
kill you.
this is one of my good matchups, but I haven't played it in a minute, and he was a good player. He did a lot of. There were 2 Nashes in a row, and both of them had weird play styles. This guy backed up a lot, I think. Stand jab has 8 frames of recovery. Stand short has 13. They've got the same number of startup and active frames, so 5 less frames for stand jab compared to stand short. I thought it was a lot, but I didn't realize it was that much. Sakura's pressure never ends against Nash. Bison as well. Both of them only have reversal super. Bison technically has reversal EX stomp, but I wouldn't call it great. Nash has like nothing. I like tried to fuck it. Charging fireballs is really good against this kind of Nash play. That's only -2 now, even at the really bad connects like that. I'm glad he didn't back short me there, forward short, because that would have worked. That wasn't a punish, but it can be. Sakura got a lot better at punishing that with the buff to medium. That was a really terrible jump. That's always a setup. Sakura got a lot better at punishing a lot of really distant attacks with medium DP. I tried to like. I think that has no recovery. I don't know. I never follow that in and get a normal. Like no matter how I try, even if I like the reversal a jab, you might have to follow it in and throw it. I don't know if it actually has like a. I thought it had a hit vulnerable period, but it seems like I never get it. I'm surprised he didn't super there. But he's left quite a lot, so I think it ends up being a good play. Didn't punish that. Ooh. Nice hitboxes on Nash. He's got a good set of normals. Isn't it annoying when you like get a perfect and then you lose? It's like, wow, I got a perfect. Why couldn't I spread that goodness out to the other rounds? You know what I mean? I feel like I'm always thinking that to myself. He doesn't throw a lot of fireballs from close, which is a good habit. Too far away. I had no juggle there, I think. Maybe EXTP, but I hate doing EXTP there because if it falls out, the opponent can crush counter punish me. Whereas if I do a light DP, I usually recover it in time. This is where I'd love to be. I could have punished that. No, maybe I couldn't have. I went for reversal short. If that wouldn't work, then I don't know what would have. That was stand jab, stand short, medium DP. I actually had the punish ready. That's what you do if they jump over your head. But lo and behold, I overbuffered my motion. Got him. I try Tatsu here every time, okay, and it always falls out. And then afterwards, I'm like, I thought that was the combo, so I go to training mode and I try it. Okay, I was trying to bait a super there. I jump back. I don't know, jump up probably baits the super too, but I also didn't want to get like air thrown or whatever. I just wanted to be safe against his reversal and also whatever else he would be doing. That was my thought process. Ooh, I could have gotten killed there. This is kind of scary. I didn't get anti-aired. That might have been a punish. I feel like it was. I feel like it was -5. Got him. I even saw that I was out of V-trigger, so I just did a regular ass boring combo. But probably I should have gotten one more combo and then gone for this super. He didn't quick stand. That fucked me up. And then I saw the. I tried. I think I got the meaty grab before he teleported. You can grab him out of the teleport, but it's actually a very tiny window. I think I get that either against this guy or another Nash later on. They do a reversal V-trigger, and I grab. It consumes the meter, but I grab them and throw them. I think it used to be immune to throw. It was like frame 1 immune, maybe in season 1. I don't remember. I like the idea of Nash getting a non-offensive reversal option for his trigger. But VT1 does a lot of other things too. So it's not like it's, you know, punished. That was too close. I know that move, it's like -10 or something. It's definitely punishable. Oops. I have a lot of drops, don't I? A lot of little sloppy execution stuff. Time to buy a hitbox. That was probably 0. I don't know. I don't know what that move is when it's really spaced like that. That was a nice one. I could have charged so many more fireballs than I actually do. No cancel. Awkward as hell. And then that just worked. But then that worked, so it's okay. Oh. I didn't see it in time. Medium Tatsu, oops. Rarely do I want that move in neutral. And by rarely, I mean never. Could have catch fierce that. Didn't spot it in time because he hadn't done anything like that. Oof. I'm waiting for him to jump or moonsault. But then don't exactly get paid off for all that. Ooh, that'd be skill. I'm looking for something where I can raw activate. Moonsault or a jump forward. I want raw activate, like anti-air DP into super or something like that. I think I don't get it. Too far away. That like crushed my heart. I like knew it was too far away, to be honest. I just wanted it to work so badly. I like convinced myself with the perfect micro walk I could make it work. But I don't think there's anything I could have done there. I wonder if raw DP works there. It was counter hit low forward, but I was so far away. That like would be something I should lab. He could have gotten anti-aired me, but I also could have landed on him, so that would have been nice. That kind of stuff my stand roundhouse is pretty good against. He could have cancelled that. It's actually a really nice whiff punish. Or it was the start of a really nice whiff punish. Nash, technically speaking, outranges me. I don't like crouch fiercing the moonsault. I recognized correctly that I had enough for all three. Counter hit! Love this damage. As much damage as possible before the stun, because every DP ender I had was going to stun him. No, I think I just take a reset. Yeah. Because I had quite a lot of scaling going. This is how I got my perfect on him last time. He like doesn't want to take in the corner. I don't blame him. Oops. You can just crouch fierce that maybe? I don't know actually. I'm like pretty confident I can't lose this round even though like I'm like he's already been lucky enough. But then I start losing a lot of health really fast. But I think I still get it. It's kind of tricky. I don't like charging the fireball because he could like EX moonsault as I throw it. So it's kind of stressful. Glad that worked. Chasing in an EX fireball is a pretty good way of getting a desperation mix-up. You can get your 2-hit fireball for free. And Sakura's EX fireball is it's not slow, but it's slow enough that she can chase it. It's like the perfect speed, I guess. If it was slower, it'd be good, and if it was faster, it'd be good. So I guess it's not the perfect speed, but it's better than a slightly faster fireball. Oops and ouch. Sakura's cute. So this is looking a little bit like a wash. Oh, he gave me a chance, a little bit. I think stand strong, low fierce. I mean, back fierce would have failed there. Because of the range. But probably just back fierce by itself would have been a better punish. Got him again. That was, I should have gone DP. But it's whatever. I think this does enough. I ran out of trigger, so I had to do the raw super. You gotta be really aware of that, but there's nothing else to think about when that Tatsu and that DP are hitting. Or just the Tatsu, I guess. It's like, will I have enough V meter for the DP, and would the DP be good here? I like stuff like that. Moments in the game where it gives you time to pause and think about just the most important things. B-Trigger Freeze does that. So do particularly long animation attacks. Oof. Oof. I hate when I eat stuff like that where I could have punished it, but I just blocked it. I can't punish a sweep from that far away, I don't think. So I try to use blocked sweeps like that to dash in, and then maybe I'll get a mix-up out of it. But I'm trading so badly right now if I even get the trade. That's like 0, I think, if he overheads. But I tried to do reversal jab, but I think I reacted late. That was not a punish. I had an easy punish with just back fierce. I never chase it. Got him. That was an empty cancel. I'm like still, I could still win so easily with this round. I'm surprised that didn't hit me. Just shy on the stun, just shy on the kill. Is this hit? No. I already jabbed. I thought that was the reversal trigger, but it was reversal super. Retrospectively, I guess, you know, he needed something and I was also dead if I blocked it, but I think you can hold up back after the freeze. I could have done an EXDP, but I think in practice I would have held up. Well, it was a punish. Sora. I like having DP'd there against this guy. I like don't do that very much anymore. I think I consider it too high risk, even though the success rate is quite good. I do try to get the download on whether it would work or not. There, I did it. I think I was having the same thoughts during the match. I was like, well, I haven't done that in fucking forever. Stand strong is the best normal in the whole game. You can't prove me wrong. Couldn't chase him with the throw either. Granted, I wasn't there instantly that time. I could have thrown so many more fireballs against this guy than I did. He's not moonsaulting that much. Hello. I didn't react to that. I just did it. He's making so much space for me to... I think I do it again. It doesn't work. You gotta do it instantly. I think I didn't do it instantly those times, or maybe it's just a lot lower if you get that already hit me by the freeze. Maybe it's just a lot lower if you get it as a backdash instead of a. He blocked too. That was smart. Oops, I got him though. Classic soccer right there. Land one light normal and win.
Final round.
I can skip those.
Fight.
So I saw that looked pretty dumb in retrospect. He only throws the fireballs when he's far enough out that a jump him won't even catch him. I didn't ATR like any of those. He's almost always landing on me with them. Crouch Fierce works if he lands on me, but it whiffs and I'm punishable if he goes past me. So it's super duper awkward trying to ATR it, because Sakura can only do one or the other. I don't think she has a catch-all. That would have comboed if I did it a little bit faster, and that would have been really swell. I tried to shimmy and it fucking missed! Sakura's shimmies with Fierce are not very good. Shimmy with short and shimmy with low forward are both okay, but I don't like having the crouch for the low forward, and the short doesn't give you hard DP. So you lose out on the damage of the back Fierce, and you also lose out on the damage of the heavy DP. So there's quite a bit of damage lost. I could have crouch Fierce that jump. That's one of my biggest flaws as a player, is whenever I try to throw and the opponent jumps out of the throw, almost always a crouch Fierce is available, and almost always I don't do it. When you're throwing, there's only like 3 things that can happen. 1, you get fucking DP'd or attacked. Usually DP'd if you're frame advantage and you've got a guaranteed throw set up. 1, you get DP'd. 2, you get the throw is tacked. And in both of those situations, there's like a little period of nothing where your inputs don't matter. If you've already thrown and you get DP'd, you just, you're going to get DP'd and there's nothing else about it. This is a different Nash. And if the throw is teched, the tech animation plays and your inputs don't matter. So really the only thing that can happen where your inputs matter is them jumping out of the throw. I can skip these. So every single time you try to throw the opponent, you should be thinking about that anti-air. It's such a good habit. That's the correct punish. And then I get him in this nonsense. Shimmy didn't work. I just jabbed. I didn't care. It was -2 and I didn't give a fuck. Baff right there. That would have worked. That was punishable, and that was a punish. Pretty cool. That was a missed input. He crossed over my head, and then I got a fireball charge. That happens at a much more crucial time later on, and it ends up looking so bad. So wow, I really wish that hit. I got a big lead, so I'm like, here's a V reversal. I don't do that very often, but I know it's a good move because it gives you the knockdown and the white damage that you'll probably get. Nice neutral jump, me. Charging fireballs is the good reply to this. There we go. I did one. He can't safely absorb that because I could follow it in and hit his absorb. There it was. Grab the trigger. It wasn't even a reversal. It wasn't even a reversal situation, rather. Well, it wasn't a reversal either.
Round 2. Fight.
Sore sore! I could throw so many more fireballs against this kind of Nash play. Hey, that works on everyone. Back Fierce. This is why Back Fierce sucks. It's because it's got a lot of forward movement on the push box. That was like my first fireball in a little bit. Sucks that he jumped in on it. Throw another one anyway. I didn't give a fuck. That was a punish, I think. Hello, stand strong, Back Fierce. I've gotten better at recognizing that. I think I spend. I think I cash out. Cashing out was okay. Not cashing out was also okay. Having someone at chip health basically only matters if you have a super, so getting someone to chip health with a super doesn't really do anything good for you. That hit me pre-freeze too. There's my DP. I actually lost if that was blocked. But that's probably why I wasn't expecting it, right? Also, I had no meter, so a lot of people don't treat Sakura BT2 like it gives her an invincible reversal. In general, in this game, invincible reversals have a pretty good success rate. The last Nash player warmed me up to this guy. So that was helpful. I fought 2 Diamond Nashes in a row. Nash is probably Sakura's single best matchup. I don't think Nash is even a bad character. But everything Nash has, Sakura has a decent answer to, except for that moonsault. But, like, the moonsault can never be that good. You know what I mean?
Round 1. Fight.
The moonsault used perfectly just leads to, like, a 50-50. And it's not even a good 50-50 for Nash. Those kinds of charged fireballs are really strong. Punished. If Nash tries to make space to throw his own fireballs, Sakura's fireballs overpower his. The only thing I really have to worry about... Got it! Look! the only thing I really have to worry about. That's not even invincible. That's what really bites me. Looking ugly right now. I saw it and I was like, I should have air thrown that. I think I go for that later on. I can't make space. Look at it. He dashes in. I can't get away. Get away from me. You can do that earlier, and the third hit whiffs, and Sakura whiffs, and then you can actually punish him. I've never practiced that, but it does work. Her V reversal hitbox is so low, but a lot of V reversals you can do that. On like the second hit, or like the first, the middle of the, between the first two hits, if you V reversal, the third hit just whiffs through your invincibility if you're V reversal, and then the V reversal recovers before Nash does. Every single teleporting V reversal can do that. Oops, didn't get punished though. There's my air throw. I'm like, stop it. Didn't crouch freeze in there. I definitely should have. I think I tried to later on, and then he crosses me up, and I'm like, Tatsu? No, I just DP that time because I was sick of missing the Tatsu. The Tatsu does work though, I promise. Tatsu does more damage too. Fun fact, if her Tatsu runs out her V-trigger time, then her V-skill into punches or kick will build, that, like, destroyed me mentally that just happened. Stand jab. He's plus there, by the way. I tried to get the mix up, but... Got him with this short. Stand short immediately. That's the right play from that range, I think. In any situation where your VT2 is active, adding the jab adds a lot of scaling. Well, it adds 10% scaling, but most of your damage of that combo is in the back. Most of it comes from the Tatsu and the V skill and the DP. So you really prefer to not have that additional hit of scaling. You're shaving off like 10% of all that. Well, it's not actually 10%, but like math. I'm respecting these. That wasn't a punish. You saw I got the counter hit. Ooh. I might have a juggle there. Nice little punish. I think that was a V reverse. I thought his V reverse was on kick. I don't know actually. I don't play Nash. He's got like command almost everywhere. Most of them are pretty long whiff. I guess he's either getting a towards fierce or a towards roundhouse as his V reversal. Both of those are decently long commitment. I swear I blocked that right. I blocked to the left. I thought I got it. Maybe I was too slow. This is looking pretty ugly right now, but still winnable because it's Sakura. Still winnable because it's Sakura. Couldn't chase it. Got him! What up, what up? Still winnable because it's Sakura. I had a lot more meter to burn too. I'm not using as many EX Tatsus or EX Fireballs as I used to be. The EX Tatsu I basically exclusively use if I got the opponent cornered and I want a safe shimmy option. Another Urien player. I wouldn't say I'm afraid of Uriens. But there are certain things that when it hits me, I'm like, damn. I feel like when I see a mix-up, a Urien mirror mix-up, I'm just like, oh, that's so obvious. Ugh. I have like certain things I carried from Third Strike that make this matchup really annoying. Like, a knee drop is, I think, situationally safe in this game quite often. Like, if that hit me, I would have been like, maybe minus, but unpunishable. This guy does not tech throws almost at all, and he doesn't do reversal normals that much either. I go for only a few throws, but I could have gone for so many more than I did. That pushed me out so much. Those are like -7. That was a fucking miracle. That's how it goes sometimes. This guy like doesn't tech. Punished. The 2 jabs was actually like bad, but it's enough. Even without the jab, I would have had to burn that meter. Makes me wonder, maybe if I did one less jab and I did the EX up ball into the DP instead of doing the dive kick into the DP. The dive kick doesn't lose that much damage anymore though, compared to the EX up ball. The dive kick does like 80 unscaled. They powered it up in Season 3, I think. No, she came out in Season 3. Season 3.5, I suppose. Anyway, I think the actual counter to knee drops is to just anti them. with Crutch Fierce and stuff. That was a nice fucking whiff punish actually. So if that kind of knee drop, then you jab whiff punish them. Ouch. This guy always goes for anti-air Crutch Fierce and never for roundhouse, which means he's super duper weak to close jumps. And I think I got quite a lot of mileage out of that in the later rounds. He's respecting me a lot right now. It's so far away. I just want to reversal short that. Respect. I fucking gave him. I gave him. See, I tried to hit a reversal normal and then you drop. In third strike, they're almost always unsafe. So I usually treat them with fucking respect. That I feel like they deserve, but they don't. They don't reserve any respect. I don't remember if this kills. It's not that scaled. But he's Urien. He's not a low health character. I think I die here. Yeah. I don't know if there's a clean way out of that. Down back, watch for overhead and tech throw late is probably the closest thing to a clean escape. You can hold up back, but it's a little risky. But it's risky against stuff Urien would rather not do. I could have Crutch Fierce that. Got him. I should have known a throw would work there. I don't know why I didn't do it. This guy like doesn't throw. Didn't anti-air that. I basically let this guy jump in a lot. Kind of ugly now. Little combo. He like doesn't EX DP at all except for right there. I remember that when it happened. I was like, "But." I was waiting for another one. He didn't do one. Urien players DP like the most of any fucking character. What's up with that? What up? Why can Urien do that? I'm so used to that one. Just caught me completely off guard. I'm so used to blocking something and getting pushed away. It like registered to me late that I was within the range of his lows, so I was walking back. It was just pure character and experience. Third strike Urien can't do that to you. He just casually put me in blocks and going toward him. The range was like perfect too. I think he had frame advantage. I don't think I could have hit a button. But he didn't have like a super strong mix up there or anything. Didn't get anti-aired. I don't think I had an anti-air available. All of Soccer's anti-airs. That might have been lag right there. All of Soccer's anti-airs are pretty good, but not instant. Except that one. That one's instant, and it's also pretty good. But that's, you know, I'm not even sure that would catch. Urien's unsafe, or he's not unsafe, but he's minus after a Toward Strong on block. This guy does a lot of Toward Strongs, and I think he only does the overhead one time. That's not a super scary mix-up anymore, ever since they slowed it down. Got all 3 hits in my light DP? Is that 3 hits? I don't know. Maybe it is. I think so. Punish. Well, I punished it. Punish led to something else, but it should have been just staying short into the... I jumped there. It looks really awkward, but I jumped there because I want him. If he EX headbutts, it won't hit me. And then because EX headbutt isn't on the table, he has to high block. And then because he high blocked, he doesn't have a reversal option for a little bit. So it gives me like guaranteed pressure. But I put myself in the corner. But if I neutral jumped in front of him, then I would get hit by an EX headbutt. Nice dash, nerd. That's like not super hard, but I still fuck it up every now and then. Cross up would have hit him. Hadouken. I could have jumped over that so easily. It works the same way as mine. If I react to the fact that he's still charging and I'm in jump in range, I can just jump in on him. Would have rather whiff punished that than hit it with a fireball. Urien you can throw fireballs on pretty well, and I don't do it. I don't throw enough fireballs in general. Especially getting far away and then throwing far fireballs is something that most people don't really know how to deal with. I waited so long for an EXDP that he never does. EX headbutt. I think he does one actually. I'm waiting. I want it, but he's not doing it. I'm like so ready for it, but it just keeps on not happening. That anti-air that I don't do. Got him. It wasn't going to kill without this, I think. I don't know. I don't want to chance it. I'm always nervous to do the super there because I'm afraid they're going to pull. It gives them a lot more time to pull. If you just kill someone that says KO, people are like, oh, I lost. Even though you can still pull.
Sakura.
But if you do a super, it's like, oh, well, if I'm going to pull, I've got to do it before this kills. I've just noticed that. People have a much higher pull rate if you actually do the super. Make them watch the animation. People feel like it's a time bomb to the KO screen.
Round 1. Fight.
I want to know where I am in the replay list. I don't remember how many I got. It wasn't like a super lot. I had to go to work. I did this all before work. It was about 2 hours real time, me playing these matches, but of course about half of that, not half, but like a good amount of it was me waiting in training mode with fight request on. Not a great punish, but not bad. Low forward into a hard DP would have been better. Which is something I just can't do fast, to be honest. That's like one of my big weaknesses as a player. Is my crouching DP missions are bad because I'm a fucking pad warrior. It's because I never practice them. They're not hard. There's nothing hard about them. I just can't do them quickly. I'm unreliable at doing down back plus button into forward back forward as a cancel without hitting forward at all. I often get accidental supers there. He was crouching. I saw that during the freeze. I was like, yeah, I don't need to walk. I think I still walked a little bit because it was counter hit and I had time. There's always time for a micro walk there. It's just sometimes it's a very small micro walk because you're +5 and it's fucking it's a 1 frame micro walk. But you can just hold forward and hit the short. So -2. Reversal jab is not horrible there, but not great. Nice little combo. Glad I took that. That jump on reaction to his jump looked super weird, but it did work. Early activation. Got him. I think I do punches and it doesn't stun, which is like perfect. If I just dashed it in through, that would have been great. Didn't stun there either, and I was like, and I think I do go for it again. Never mind, I do that. This kill's easy. I don't think I choked this away.
Sakura wins.
I like to do bully combos in situations like that. Jump roundhouse, down forward roundhouse, crouch jab, tatsu. Would have been a nice bully combo there. Something that's harder for no reason. That's like how to lose though. That's like how to choke away the game. I fought this guy a few times. I think 2. F.A.N.G there are little things about him. I'm not great at the matchup. That becomes apparent really quickly, but this guy actually helps me quite a lot with it because he exposes me to some stuff that I've seen, but I'm not used to blocking. He's plus after that. Ooh, I got him with it too. He's plus after that little he took the throw. Fucking wizard. He's plus after that coward crutch follow-up. Look at the combo, new combo. So if you're gonna EXDP, the best time to do it is after the opponent's plus frame normal and neutral. That's like when people bait the least. So I do that I think a couple times, and I think one time he baits me, but all the other times I'm paid off. Oof. I don't think I can do anything after I block Ryobenda, but I could be completely wrong. Charging fireballs is really easy in this matchup. I block that wrong every time. He does so many unconfirmed sweeps just as a poke, and it feels like every single one of them works. And it's always right after I commit to something. It's like if I fucking hit something even a frame sooner, I would hit him. If I fucking hit something even a frame later, I'd block his sweep. Okay, it's not a 1 frame leniency. That was a bad jump. Jumping out of the corner was been good actually. He was ready. I want to blame myself right here. I got no meter either. Really awkward position. Blocked that correctly though. That was cool. Ooh. Twisted only for the invincibility there. I mean for the overhead there on his jump house. I thought that was gonna be a hit, so I was all ready for it to work, but it didn't work. If I did stint strong, I probably would have fucked him up there actually.
Final round. Fight.
Stand Roundhouse is a good button, I guess. Coward Crouch actually goes under Stand Roundhouse, which I didn't know. So it's not a great poke if he does that right then, because then he can whiff punish you with the fucking Coward Crouch follow-up. I was like, oh. So that's like the worst thing. That leads to a combo for him. Pretty sure EX with Tojo's safe. Pretty sure it's the only safe one. I don't know what to do about that Ryobenda. There, I get hit by the raw sweep again. See, I blocked that wrong. Crush counter sweep into that up ball into... saw it too late. Okay, so I don't block them all wrong. Got him. Crouching too, nice and wide. Every single character in this game has approximately the same crouching and standing hitbox. There are certain characters who are a bit taller. This dedicated blocking, and then he does the fucking raw sweep. But granted, that one it didn't matter if it was hit or blocked because he's cancelled it. Oof, that all comboed. That ended up being super duper unlucky for me. I was at the perfect range where the first one of them hit me, and the other one, the blast from the ground, hit me. And so it ended up taking a lot longer for the hit animation to play out, which gave him time to link out of it. I was like, okay. It's another one of those rounds when you get a perfect, but then you lose. I don't play that many F.A.N.Gs. I used to, in Season 1. There were a lot of F.A.N.G players in Season 1, even though he sucked. Look at that, punished. Got him. I remember when that happened, I was like, fuck. Tried to punish that, I was like, maybe I can punish this, and it didn't fucking work. Throwing fireballs against his Nishi Q is good, and throwing fireballs against his mine is good. But the problem is if he Nishi Qs into EX dash, then that's bad. See, there was my Snurmanos. He low profiled it. I was like, oh. See that? That's where charging a fireball doesn't work. But he's got to spend a bar to do that, and also it might take some level of reaction from him. Like, I might be able to just charge partial fireball to get him to use it, but then I can punish him instead of the other way around. Crush Fierce would have worked there. That happens like 3 or 4 times. My gut instinct there, it's fucking 10 years of third strike. Whenever I see that, no matter what game I'm playing, I tap forward. Which, in this game, it's just like, okay, let me eat this fucking jump-in combo on their neutral jump. In third strike, you parry. It's just something that, it's a really good reply in third strike, and it's just something that it doesn't happen enough in other fighting games. I didn't juggle. Medium was the play. It doesn't happen enough in other fighting games that I really, like... There, I blocked correctly that time. No, it's the next time I fight him I block that correctly. It doesn't happen enough in other fighting games that I really got good at dealing with it, that I really unlearned the muscle memory. That's a not great amount of stun. And that was a really bad jab. If it was anything else, this would have killed without the bar, I think. I saved it though. I was like, not super. I have a good enough mix-up on F.A.N.G waking up. I was like, not afraid. I was like, I'll burn this. Or I won't burn this, and if the going gets tough, maybe I'll have a chip out if he activates. F.A.N.G is one of those characters where I don't have that much experience dealing with a lot of the pressure stuff, but also he, at the very least, like, I understand a lot of the ways he works, and I do get some time to, like, lay on my own pressure, while also getting enough time in neutral. So I tried to chase that down too. I think that also has some grounded recovery. He blocked me the first time I pulled that out. I hate when people block it right the first time. Look at all this damage I'm taking. That hurts. I probably lost this round because of that alone. Punished. Not a great punish, but not a horrible one. Walking back, I could have low forwarded there. Hindsight's 2020. Jump strong would have been great there. I did that. I trained myself. I was saying that. It's super high risk, don't get me wrong. But when I have... DP into super was going to kill there. And I was just like, okay, let's do this. Maybe he'll lay on the pressure and not respect the DP. But he did, in fact, respect the DP. It was I was low HP, That's when people DP. I did something that anyone would have done there. And because of that, he was ready for it. I'm usually pretty good against Karin. Karin's a character where you play a lot of neutral, and anytime you play a lot of neutral, I'm usually pretty good. But I have my moments where I'm good and bad. Yeah. This guy immediately cements himself as a guy who hits reversal normals, which I noticed. I let so many jumps go. It's because it was a little bit laggy for a lot of these games. I don't anti-air. I air on the side of blocking unless there's like no lag. Low forward counter hit leads to staying short. I don't go for that like anywhere in this series of matches, but just for soccer players out there. Crutch strong low forward is a 4-frame trap. Isn't it? It might be a 3-frame trap now that they... No, I think it was a 5-frame trap and now it's 4, since they buffed low forward speed. So if the opponent has no 3-frame normal... I couldn't get away. Was this the one where I couldn't get away? No, it's not. There was one where I got stunned, but I kept on trying to make distance, but I couldn't make it. I got completely outplayed at the end of that round. That was bad. I made a bunch of chokes in a row. You guys know the drill. Choke fail. Little noose icon. Bath noose. Bath choke. That's like risky against Karin. She can always risk EX percent on reaction. So it's only by merit of the that combo. I did the right combo at the wrong speed. Can't believe I recognized that range properly. Got the read. What up? I hate soccer. No, I hate Street Fighter 5. I like Street Fighter 5 a lot, but like sometimes I'm like, it'll be so back and forth, you know, and then I'll just win by a landslide. And it's like, fuck. Why is momentum so important even after they nerf momentum so much? That was actually a good reply. Immediate jump after landing. If I didn't charge the fireball, I would have been able to do something about that. And it was hard for him to react because he jumped immediately, but not impossible. Reversal jab after Orochi is not bad, but you don't have to do it. And if you do it every time, Karin will EX% on you. That's minus, I think, but my button wasn't great there. It was too long commit. This is looking pretty ugly at this point. But I'm Sakura. You guys know the drill. You should jump here so bad because the EX% could work on me. Forward jump would again be better, but I wouldn't call that good either. I should have blocked. Slight shimmy. Crouch jab, slight shimmy perhaps, and then wait. And on reaction to a throw attack. Stand short, Tatsu. That would have been good if I did that. Maybe a slightly delayed crouch jab even. Yeah, that would have been nice. Back to 12,895.
Round 1.
The points, they come and they go. Ugh. That doesn't really, it's not that bad when that hits me. It doesn't do that much damage. But she doesn't pay anything for it. It's like fair. I wish there was more stuff like that in this game. She can't do it on reaction to a fireball. It's not super risky, it's not super rewarding. That's like everything in this game should be like that. And it doesn't cost anything. That's like perfect. That's like how mix-up should go. This game is too damn all or nothing. Even the throws are fucking very rewarding, which I think actually helped the game a little bit. Ugh, that was supposed to be button into that. Looked really, really, really bad. But I'm Sakura. Ah, that was the fucking parry. It's the fucking parry, dude. He did the parry. Sometimes you just gotta fucking roll those dice, and that's what I did right there. I rolled those dice. So if this Tatsu hits, I win. And I hit, and I won. Carpe diem. No. He who dares wins.
That was a bit close.
Round 2. Fight.
If you never make the wild play, you can never win by a wild play. I held it a little too long. I usually just, like, people respect that a lot. But this guy didn't respect it. He's not respecting it. So I could release the fireball early, or even not cancel the fireball and get some counter hit pressure on him. That was a risky crouch fierce because he could have empty jumped. I remember missing that, and I remember thinking, oh fuck. Got him, it's fine. I think I spend nothing here, but I don't remember. No, I go for the one bar. Nothing probably would have killed, it's Karin. I didn't really consider the health. Oh wait, it was second round. That probably never entered my mind. I think I just did the one bar. It's like, okay, I'm gonna win here, so spend whatever I need to. That one bar combo is pretty cool. I've integrated it to my game. I'm using it most of the time it's available. I like saving my meter. I'm a sit-on meter kind of player.
Round 1. Fight.
That's just my style. Don't know if it's good or bad. Obviously, if you build 4 bars, but like you just get capped at 3, you know, if you're sitting on 3 for long enough that you would have had 4, it would have been better to burn that 4th one. But just having super always available, I just find to be very nice. Sitting in the corner feeling real vulnerable. Sakura can punish that with a few things. Medium DP works now. Reversal crouch jab works. Tatsu again. Tatsu's better there. It's not even that much weaker. Kinda is. No anti-air because he was so far away, I didn't trust it. Lost some white health. That all hurts, but also I'm Sakura. Never mind. DP into super would have been great there. In fact, probably a reversal jab would have been great there. I hit something. I seem to recall it lag there actually. There was a lot of sloppiness. I don't know if it ever lags for the opponent. Like some of these wins are probably fucking lag wins. But also some of the losses are lag losses. It was like playable lag the whole time. I never had like serious lag with anyone, I don't think. It was like just like, you know, fucking 3-frame delay or something like that, 2-frame delay. Well, you know, there's not actual input delay in this game, or not that kind of input delay. But like, see things 2 frames after they happen and whatnot. 2 frames after you should see them. Oops, I died.
Karin wins.
I got solid outplayed that one. I'm the kind of player where I do really well if I get a download on the opponent. Obviously, that's true for like everyone. Everyone's the kind of player where if they know the player better, they play better. But like, even if they know, if I know the way they play and they know the way I play, I tend to benefit from that situation. You know what I mean? Third Strike kind of breeds that kind of play. Maybe even Street Fighter 4 as well. I didn't complete. I don't know what the fuck the jump back was. This guy actually had some of the most lag of anyone I fought, but actually, like, I didn't know he could do that. The matches ended up being some of the closest. There weren't any moments where lag fucked me over that I remember, even though the general lagginess was higher. One touch from killing him. I just want it. Can't find it. Oops. I burnt it because I didn't trust it, even though it was literally like an almost no scaling DP. I was just scared that it wouldn't kill. Better the meter today than the round tomorrow. And then the match tomorrow, I guess.
Round 2. Fight.
I've seen replays of Tokido burn fucking he's like 80% versus 5%, and then he gets like a chip out scenario into super. And he like takes the chip out into super. It's like fucking he could have won, like he could have won just by playing 90% of the time. But he's like, oh, I'm gonna spend the super if it guarantees the win. That's the kind of guy Tokido is. If Tokido does it, I'll do it. I was trying to bait. This guy actually only does like a couple DPs, but he does them really early on, and I respect them for the entire. That was a bad fireball, and I realized it, so I released it early. But I was actually more punishable because of that. But thankfully, he didn't get a super mean punish. Just Sakura things.
Sakura wins.
If there's any one thing that will propel you to being a pretty good Sakura player, it's jab short Tatsu. And jab short medium DP as well, of course, if you're not in V-Trigger. But jab short VT2 Tatsu is such a fundamental confirm. It is so powerful.
Round 1.
Very low commitment, very high reward. This guy always does fireballs in like really quick loops. Surprised that hit. I did jab short. Whenever I'm not sure which side I'm going to land on or anything like that, I just do jab short instead of strong and back fierce. I don't know why. It's just how I am. I wish Sakura was +5 there. But I understand why she's not. It's because she could get a stand strong. But if she was +5, I could get a throw. And fucking crush counter into dash up throw would have been a lot better for scaling reasons. Because I was going to stun him there. Got him. I've gotten a lot better at reacting to that range. Definitely a better Sakura player. Look at that, I tanked! Look at Baf! For the first, like, 2 seasons of this game, that was the thing that killed me the most. And here it's Ryu's fast-ass dash, and I reacted properly both times. I'm just more ready for it now. I fucking think about it, so when I see it, I'm like, you know, here's my button. Everything paying off. I could have crouched face. No, I couldn't have. I was still throwing recovery throw there. I probably shouldn't have thrown, is the thing. Probably could have reacted to the fact that the throw wouldn't have worked. Oops. Oops! On my jab, I don't know why I went strong. I think I was expecting to be blocked, so I just wasn't ready. Super awkward range. I did low forward right there, trying to get low forward fireball, EX fireball trigger, which is a really reliable way of getting on the corner, albeit somewhat expensive. See the baiting on his end. He waits. He's like, here I am. Meter situation looking good. Everything else looking bad. Round start jump in. He's thrown a lot of round start fireballs, I think. Maybe not a lot. Maybe that's later on. I just did it though. It's like, oh, here it comes. I just like doing that. Oof. Did my no respect immediate normal, expecting him to wait, but he didn't wait. There's the parry again. That's not a true anti-air. I can empty jump, fucking crush counter that. I missed it. He blocked correctly to his credit. Most people aren't ready to block that. It's very third strike tactic. Street Fighter 4 technically had it as well, but it's very commonplace in third strike. Really awkward there. I could charge a fireball here. No, I don't. Got him. I did back fierce, so I wouldn't have to do a link, because I was... It's not like I was afraid of dropping the link, but it was just better to not even have it. But really, Crouch Fierce would have worked too, into medium Tatsu. I just wanted a combo with no links, so my combo, my combo of choice was Jump on Us, Back Fierce, Heavy DP. Kolin. Kolin's another character who gives you lots and lots of time to think, so she's a character I usually do well against. As long as I got time to think, I'm very strong. Any slow character I'm good against. I don't think it's a Sakura thing very much either. Sakura is about as good versus slow characters and fast ones. I probably could have just anti-aired that. Probably would have jumped strong. It didn't. It surprised me though. Look at the little combo. I should DP there. I don't watch for that. There's like a very specific range that Kolin can jump from, where that roundhouse can hit on the front if she does it early, but light kick will hit on the back. But they might have just patched that out of the game, because I remember her jump roundhouse hitbox got nerfed in like season 2, season 3, rather. He might have had a combo there. He actually, I got hit by the hit. Look at that. I should have done Tatsu. Oops. Tatsu works there. I'm so used to only wanting to spend a third and not half. But, I mean, not two-thirds. But, if I just do Tatsu into punch, V-skill punches, that also costs, a third. And that does more damage than the raw DP, I think. So, like, Tatsu's better. It lagged every single time he did the punches. There was a lag spike every single time. I was like, what the fuck is this? Sakura can punish any version with stand short. EX, light, doesn't matter. Sakura stand short goes so far. And every fucking time, it lagged right as it ended. I was so steamed. I think I go for a double shimmy on this guy. Or like triple shimmy. Never mind, I just fucking pressure him. Pressure never ends with Sakura. I was expecting like a parry or something, but, you know, having a throw B tech is not super risky. BM combo, right there. It's good to have a BM combo ready for when you beat the opponent with the dizzy. And anything you do will kill him. Might as well do something stupid. For me, it's fully charged fireball into EXDP. Something where you'd never do it anywhere else, I think is good. What is that flag? Blue, white, blue. Horizontal stripes with something in the center. It's probably like Estonia. Wonder what it actually is. I'm gonna look it up. He took off his fucking clothes. Flag, blue, white, stripe. Ooh. Yeah, whiff punished. That low forward is a good poke. Oh, I found it. Honduras. This guy's fucking from Honduras, maybe. Is it an empty cancel there? Oh no, that was an empty cancel. Might have just been a low risk. I like moves like that, where they're only -4. Most -4 things aren't super dangerous unless you're Sakura in VT1. So it's like low risk, low reward. Street Fighter V is very lacking in that. There's not enough halfway options. That is the biggest problem with the game, no questions asked. If anyone else says, fucking, there's other problems with this game, they're not as important. I thought I was close enough for that. He just slid in. I wanted to stand short into that. It would have been a punish, but I ended up getting it anyway because he parried. Pretty funny. Looking for the empty cancels. Got it. There it is. I was just doing it wild, willy-nilly. What is the Estonian flag like? I don't want to look at it. I feel like it might be blue.
That was a bit close.
Round 2.
It's blue, white, and black. It's close. See, I could have reacted to that hop. It's the only thing he could have done without besides landing on the fireball. But the thing is, I don't have enough experience with Kolin to like be ready for that. But also, if I follow him in and he lands on the fireball, if he doesn't do that hop, then I can DP juggle from the fireball, which in a perfect world would be, you know, it's good to be ready for that. But like I could go under him as well and then probably jump backward with jump strong after he crosses me up, and that might catch him. That'd be good. I don't block that like once. It's not super scary anymore now that she can't link out of it. She can still link out of it in VT2, I think. Got him. I don't know what he was doing, but it wasn't fucking EX straight parry. I'll tell you that. Which is the only way he probably could have woken up into that. EX mid parry. There aren't enough effective attack ranges. That's one of the only things that makes her parry good, but also because of that, they didn't make the EX parry great. Like, we could have had like a Goken EX parry for her, where it just parries every direction. That would have been a lot better for her. But they didn't do that because most characters can only lay fucking pressure with one fucking direction. If you're jumping in, it's almost always a hard parry. If you're on the ground, like a low parry is nothing to be afraid of, or a low meaty. So here's that fucking F.A.N.G player again. This time I'm a little bit more ready. It's kind of annoying though. He starts to like bad manner me as we're playing. I think he's trying to bad manner me. I don't know. I don't care if people actually like do it. I've fought too many people who like, you know, I don't give a fuck about that shit anymore. I've been playing this game for 12 years. I didn't know how to use it to my advantage. It's like, is he giving me free ins here? He just wiggles. I don't think badly of anyone who like, you know, teabags or anything like that in a match. Look, I punish it. It was a really bad sweep and I punish it. Also, I'm using BT1. He anti-aired me. That's a counter to that sort of. Dive kick would actually be pretty good against that probably. Look, I blocked correctly! I remembered. I was like, crush counter sweep. I remember what happens here. Low strong into fireball is a really good poke with BT1 Sakura. However, I don't get paid off like at all. And there he hit me again. Dive kick would have still got caught by that crouch fierce, if not the first hit and then the second. So F.A.N.G has a decent answer to that. So I have to actually use VT1 as a pressure tool. Oops, that was a punish. He likes to start his round with either an instant Nishikyu. I hate that. There's a little bit of wiggling. He does more later. He likes to start around with either instant Nishikyu or instant teleport. And the best thing I can do about that is walk forward a little bit and then punish the teleport with stand strong, or punish the Nishikyu with sweep. Nishikyu is kind of awkward because if you start going for a bigger punish, the Nishikyu can land on you if it's like the light version. So the most reliable thing in my experience is just to sweep him so that you get the knockdown immediately. That was a failed DP. He's plus there. There's more wiggling. I don't care about wiggling. But I'm like, how do I win? Boing, boing, boing. Even though I blocked that, I probably wasn't dead to chip. I probably could have won if I just blocked that. But I wasn't ready for it. Not even thinking about a reversal super at that point. Or reversal anything. It's a good play. This guy was highly instructional. By now I'm thinking a lot about this opening play. Like, what do I do about that?
Round one. Fight.
See, I saw that early Nishikyu again. That's minus, but I don't know how to. I don't know if I have a punish. If I do, it's almost certainly medium DP. That's super low risk if I get jumped in on. If he's doing mine, I punish it, and if he's doing Nishikyu, I don't actually take that much damage at all. Forward jump is actually not that risky against F.A.N.G. The worst thing he can do is like crouch fierce into like mine, I think. Technically, he can crouch fierce into super. That's a good trade for me, technically. It's technically a bad trade for me. I ended up being okay for it. This guy like doesn't tech throws. I like realized that there. He like doesn't tech throws, but once he's out of range, he'll do like a sweep or like a reversal normal of some kind. So like I have to commit to the mix up immediately. I like to like wait a little bit and then try to get walk in pressure, but of course by that point it's difficult. Jump around would have actually worked there, but I did jump medium kick. It didn't combo. It usually combos. Low strong into fireball is pretty reliable, except at max. Yeah, at past max range. Max range it still works, but if you hit a poke with it, I punished. You see that? I see the punish. Surprised he baited that. I'd only gone for it a couple times, but it was really good that he did. So far away. Expected that Sin Strong to be blocked, but it wasn't. I considered an EXDP there, but I'm not even sure if it would have won. He recovered before I did there. I was like, oh. The neutral jump might be a lot better against that kind of thing. No anti-air, but he was so far away he didn't even hit me. Got him. He's looking kind of grim. It's hard to differentiate the different versions. Got him again. I remember when that happened, but then it ends up being kind of hilarious because I still win. Bad punish, bro. My V-trigger ran out. You have either 3 or 4 fireballs worth of V-trigger, depending on how fast you use them. And I'm a dipshit. And my V-trigger. If I just canceled that fireball straight away into super, would that have worked? Did the fireball hit? I don't remember if it did or not. I think it didn't, right? It didn't combo. If I canceled that low forward into super, I would have won. Or like DP super. But I thought I was still in... Or was it low strong? I thought I was still in, or was it back fierce? It's a mystery. I thought I was still in V-trigger. And that's the extremely weird thing that happened there. It's because it's inexperience with VT1. And if I just took the combo instead of fucking getting pressured. That time he didn't cross me up. So he saw that I blocked it correctly the last time and he fucking was ready with the next step of the mix-up. That was instructional as fuck. Free juggle state there. Got him. Didn't juggle. I always feel like normal struggle there. That's like the main difference between EX fireballs. I mean, charged fireballs and VT1 fireballs are pretty similar in the way they work. But VT1 fireballs do not lead to a free juggle state. And charged fireballs do. Ended up being a good fireball for me. I got time to charge another one, guaranteed. Those charged fireballs are really good against F.A.N.G. Don't think he could have anti-ed that. I probably have a lot of like block strings into empty cancels against the way this guy plays. Probably super duper good to like do like close stand strong, low forward, and then whiffed stand short, empty cancel medium DP. Would be super duper strong against the way this guy tech throws or doesn't tech throws. That was a non-cancelled back fierce. Those are -7, I think. Not a great normal to not cancel. I like do a lot of reversal normals there and it never works. Is he +1 there? I thought he was -1, but I think he's actually +1. I could theoretically always crouch stab there because he has no 3 normal. So I would trade it worst. And trading is okay against F.A.N.G. Unless I'm right about to die, trading is usually good because if I'm poisoned, I'm now not poisoned. And also it ends his pressure guaranteed. Like if he gets me to block a jab after that Stairman House, then he's frame advantage. But if we trade jabs, then it's back to neutral. And we both lose like 30 HP. This is a good matchup for Sakura, but also I like played it so timid. I was waiting, I don't know, I like mega zeroed in. Once I saw Blanka, I was like, I'm going to punish Blanka balls. But then the number I block, he does Blanka balls in neutral. That's the thing that really gets me. The number that I block is super low. I'm almost never on the receiving end of it, so my punishes don't even get a chance to do anything. Bad anti-airs. I should have just gotten on that immediately. It's kind of unfortunate that I landed where he did. This stage was kind of distracting too. This is my first time playing on the stage. It was actually my first time seeing it. Looking at fucking what's his name? Belger, the fucking guy in the wheelchair in the background, and then fucking Sodom right there. It looks like he lost some weight. Thanks. Congratulations, Sodom. Punished. That works on every version of Blanka Ball. She can do better things depending on screen position and also version of Blanka Ball. I think on the hard one she can do dash in, stand strong. But dash in, stand short works even if it's like a light ball. Mid screen. So it's a complete catch-all. But you can react during the dash, so that's what I should have been doing. I wonder if Abigail's not in the background if you choose him. Now you can see EDE too. Eddie, whatever his name is. There's Damned over there on the right, the yellow shirt. I beat this game. And they got all 3 Andres. I only remember 2 Andres, to be honest. Were there 3? One of them was pink. No, maybe none of them were pink. Hugo was pink. I'll tell you that. Punished. Behold. Ew, why didn't that work? What did I hit him out of? If you do down towards roundhouse point blank into stand strong, counter hit into low forward, I've like never had that fail except right there. Oops, that was up ball. And also he does another one right here. And this one I saw it and I reacted and I was like, okay. And then I held up forward. I don't know what the fuck I was expecting that to do, but it didn't do anything, I'll tell you that. But that worked. He was crouching, but I didn't end up getting anything. These trades, and then I got hit. DP would have worked out in reaction, honestly. This guy didn't play that good, but also, like, I didn't play that good. Ended up being kind of a bad set. There's Hager down there. Looks like everyone. I like jump out of that. That time I was too late to get a punish. But Sakura has a little bit more time than other characters to get a punish because she has an extremely vertical air normal. The jump on house. So even if you jump really late, you can still hit Blanka. I saw that I was really far away, so I went for stand short, but even that was too far away. I had to do button to cancel immediately. I had to block that slide and then do like low strong hard uppercut, which is a combo I don't do very often. So I wasn't ready to do it in the moment. It's plus there. Oops. Was it 2020? He used up his whole trigger. That struck me as really strange, but then I did an anti-air. Why did I jump back? If I jumped up, things would have been so good. That was an accident. Look, I punished it. At least I got that going for me. I like wait for the hard Blanka balls. For any Blanka balls, rather. For up balls, too. I'm like, do something. But doesn't do anything. This guy mostly holds them back. Doesn't take a whole lot of throws. In general, he's not defending himself in a super complicated way. But I don't mix him up very much. And I'm not that close anyway, so I don't have much time to really lay it on. I'm a bit timid about mix-ups in general. I like to take the safe thing that just has some guaranteed niceness to it. For example, Sakura's block strings getting the white damage and the chip. And being -2. I'd rather do that. Oh my god, I finally updated my phone so it's actually up to date. What up? That happened a couple times. What is reskill on block? I thought I could walk in and stand strong it, but I can't. It's definitely pretty unsafe. But it's not so unsafe that I can walk in and stand strong. That like broke my heart. That happened a few times. And each time I was like, oh, maybe I mistimed it. I guess if I block a V-skill, I should always just back fierce. Oops. Kind of an awkward punish. You didn't get any super high damage there or anything. Overhead hit me. A really good habit in Street Fighter 5, whenever you eat an overhead to immediately do your fastest normal. I did not do that. Most overheads are minus or new. I mean, most overheads are 0 or +1. And most of them are 0. And the ones that are +1, usually the character has no 3-frame normal. Wow, I had a kill there. I was waiting on the dash teleport thing that he didn't do. No cancel, and that cost me the round. No, I take it here. But I had to use the meter. This is guaranteed. I think even if he did EX up ball, I probably was alright. I don't know, though. But I just did it. I did a delayed meaty invincible attack. Knowing they would catch a tech, it would catch probably a reversal. I don't know about a reversal. It would catch a backdash, it would catch blocking, and if it caught blocking, then I could have super cancel for the kill. So overall, it was pretty decent mix-up for me, I think. I don't know why I did that. I think I wanted low forward, and I wanted low forward DP, and I missed it. I'm used to doing back fierce there, so I'm much more ready for that buffer. Swapping between two inputs, I can do on reaction very easily. Swapping between two buffers is a lot more obnoxious, but of course, everyone's like that. He did wake up stand short. I think I narrowly missed on the stun like 3 times here. Oh, I got him that time. DM combo. Fun fact, the kanji on Sodom's shirt is drawn wrong. That? Yeah, it's a ta on the left side there, the radical. The katakana ta. I think it's supposed to be the hito, but the other one. Not the hito, not the gene. The other person. There's like living person radical and dead person radical. He's got death written on his fucking armor, but he wrote it wrong. For people who don't know the lore of Sodom, he's a weeaboo. No, maybe I got it wrong. I don't remember what fucking death looks like. I'm gonna look it up right now. I gotta look at the kanji, because I think that's the thing on the right side I was thinking of. No, it looks right. Maybe he fixed it. I don't remember what was wrong with his armor before. I was thinking it was the left radical that was the person, but it looks like it's the right. Abigail looks pretty good back there. I think he was the second to last boss. Oh, there's Rolento in the top! Look at him. You can see him way on the left there. He's on the stage too. He's in the rooftops, just like he was in the game. There's my wake up DP into super, which I promised myself I'd use more, even though I hate doing reversals. I was just like, look, people don't expect this, so do it. That cop right there, Eddie E, he's the guy who arrested Cody. Fun fact. He's in Cody's outros in Alpha 3. Jumped away that time. See, a lot of the time I'll eat a, I was an EXDP, but I didn't have any meter. But it's still traded. Oops. Super, super awkward round here. Playing very badly. So many Blanka balls hit me where I could just punish them, but I don't block them. That was, like, that was big. If I blocked that, I got a ton of damage. I'd V-trigger up. That would have had no trigger scaling. I'm looking for a long one of those so I can crouch fierce it, because I know he's looking for it now. By no, I mean think. Look! Look! I should have DP'd. I got the counter hit combo on reaction. That doesn't happen very often, but if I was better at it, it would skyrocket my skill level as a player. Ugh, back fierce. Block a balls in neutral that I can punish if I block them. If there's anything that tilts me, and it tilts me bad, I don't know, I didn't know how far away I was and I got kind of freaked out there, so I died. If there's anything that tilts me and it tilts me bad, it's someone doing something unconfirmed where it has a punish that's kind of hard or at least irregular, so I'm not really used to doing it. Someone doing something that's punishable like that in an unconfirmed way and it hitting me. Because I dedicate a lot of my brain power to being ready for that punish, and then when it happens, I like get that fucking endorphin rush of like, not endorphin, but like I get that like adrenaline rush of like punish this properly. And then I don't punish it properly. Birdie. This guy didn't even play that well, but I think I lost to him. Like a bunch. I think I lose 4 straight rounds. Made me feel dumb. Back fierce is the punish there. I know that, but every single time I do stand short, and then I remember that back fierce is the punish. And I'm just like, oh. I'm normally pretty good against Birdie. I hang around at the right place, and I know most of the punishes, but maybe I'm a bit out of practice from back when I used to play S-Ride more. I do a lot of things wrong in this match. That was not a punish, that's just a confirm. The closer you are, the more time you have to dash in there. Expecting, I could have thrown that. A fireball is really good in reply to one of his food items. I jumped over it and I couldn't even get a punish. If I jumped up, I realized I didn't have it wouldn't have been a combo to do jab into short. That was such a choke. I could have just done, oh, DP would have killed him. I didn't recognize that in the minute. He just jumped in on me. Didn't DP there, I was scared. I'm like thinking about if he did EX or Vengeancer, but I don't remember what he actually does. But I'm thinking he's going to do that any second now. But then he does the worst can of all time. Anyway, jab short doesn't actually combo after a blocked stand or towards fierce. But jab or short will hit, and it'll be guaranteed, and it'll cancel to Tatsu or medium DP or something like that. Reacts a little slow. Same there. Stand short will hit, but jab short won't. That's actually like -10, I think, so maybe I can back fierce it. It's hard, because I want to just always do, this back fierce as a punish. I want to always do, stuff like that. Okay, I lost my train of thought. Got me trigger. Oh yeah, I always want to do something that'll punish all versions, because the EX and the heavy I think are -5, right? And the light and medium are -10. But you can just react. Birdie says a different voice line for the heavy. It's just that, you know, I forget. It's too far between all the fucking matches with Birdie. So many of my problems are caused by the fact that it's always long periods between I play. When I play BAF Cups, I always usually play a very small number of characters, and I become quite good at fighting those characters. I'm pretty good against Ibuki, I'm pretty good against fucking Kami, stuff like that. Throw is good against Birdie. I go for it a little much, but I want to throw him. That went wrong. That's a good activate. A lot of people are cheesing the activate there and doing it wrong. I do an extra normal there, literally because I was afraid of the cane. That ended up working pretty nicely, because I think that was more damage anyway. Look at all my meters. Surely I can't lose this round. I was afraid of the... He'd done like a grab there every time. I think he does one now. No. This is minus. And I didn't combo him, and if I comboed him I would have won. That's pretty awkward in retrospect. There's the grab. DP wouldn't have worked anyway. It's fine, Beth. Ow. That was safe too. If I blocked that, the king would have hit me. Or rather, I would have blocked the king as well. I should have thought about that as an option. DP wouldn't have even worked there for me. This is the real crime. In fact, I probably would have been punishable if I DP'd. If I got that, I was tilted after I missed that combo. I like saw it was like jab short, fucking DP super, and he was dead. I was like, ugh. A lot of crucial misses.
Round 1. Fight.
Pretty easy punish. I could have gotten better. Walking back fierce would have worked, I'm sure. There's not a huge damage differential there. Unsafe and punished. I like Sermonos there. Missed it short. I like Sermonos there because it gives the opponent time to commit to something. He didn't do anything there. He was dedicated to blocking. I was like, let me throw him some more. Really, really, really bad jump. Oops. I'm surprised he thought he had time to jump, and I'm even more surprised that he was right. Back fierce punishes this. Oh, I went for the walk-in. That was optimal. Good job, past Bath. This was only yesterday that I did all these. This is a one-day post. It's the second time he did that at round start, and that's the only time he's going for it. And it would work quite a lot if he was doing it more. I'm not really conditioned to jump out of that. Scary. Never seen that setup. Stand strong doesn't have much pushback. I doubt it's plus. It might be. This fucking white health is accumulating. There it all goes. It's kind of a bad time to land this super. No, it's kind of a good time. I'll get it back by round 3. That was so easy to react to. I thought he was going to go over my head, so I started turning out a punish. That was the correct option, I think, that I went for there. The walk-in sweep. I don't know why I did that. I remember that as it happened, I was like, why did I do that? Did you know that Birdie's jump grab chain thing powers up when he's in BT2? In fact. So does his quarter circle forward chain. Both of his chain special moves power up when he's in BT2. And then the bullhead and the bullhorn and the command grab all power up in his BT1. How about that? Every single Birdie special move gets powered up by a V-trigger. Learn something new every day. It's not substantial increases. Well, it kind of is for BT1. BT2 you only get like 20 extra damage or 10 per version. Yeah, soccer is fireball. Back fierce! Why did I never do that? I remember thinking after each one, it's like, whoa, that's better off as a back fierce. Super weird jump. God, I'm reversal normals everywhere with this guy. He gets me with that a couple times. That V reversal, and I block it, and then I'm not really sure what to do. V reversals are on -2, but you're so far away. They're okay if they're blocked, which is good in terms of the grand meta of the game. But I should have grabbed some of them instead of actually blocking them, because some of them I could have grabbed. I don't know why I let that work. That was such a bad reversal short. Oops, that was bad of me. And that was even worse because I tried to DP, but to be 100% honest, he would have chased it either way. Central didn't punish there. Sakura doesn't have a punish there, I think. If Birdie puts food out, fireball, charged fireballs are so good. If that was a DP, that would have been pretty nice. No, it didn't matter. I was going to kill either way. I do more damage with my charged fireball than Birdie does. Oops. 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 Look at all that low presence. That's probably the single strongest thing about BT2. No one respects that low presence. Birdie can just hit you from all the way across the screen with a low. I think it's -2? I don't know. I don't know what the... I feel like both chains are -2. That feels wrong. Chun-Li's a character where you get to think, this guy doesn't even play that well. He was like a low rank, I guess. He only just got to Super Platinum. I think I rank him down to regular ass Platinum. It's a shame. I don't want to do that to people. But this guy like wasn't playing at the level he's ranked. He let me charge so many fireballs. It's hard for Chun-Li to punish that. Her jump kind of sucks. Her jump actually kind of sucks. It takes too long. I don't know what that fucking crouch short was trying to be. That, I hit him. I immediately air reset him with the air normal. He actually got hit by the fireball first. So I thought I hit him on the ground, but I actually hit him midair. It's like every mix-up I go for works. That can still happen against a good player. I did stand fierce there, and I was like, oops, that was wrong. And then thankfully I realized that the combo would still complete. Crouch fierce does 10 more damage. But the rest of the combo is still intact. I had to like think back mid-combo. I was like, does this work? Will the crouch jab be in range here? Thankfully, yes. I want to say you can use back fierce as well for the medium Tatsu combo. But if you're far away, it won't work. Look at that whiff punish. Wasn't that cool? I don't think I can whiff punish this week from that far away. Or punish this week. Might be able to do medium Tatsu. Medium DP, rather. Reversal low short. I downloaded that right there. I was like, okay, he does that. It wasn't super bad for me to eat it. And also I got the download he was going to go for it. And that ends up helping a lot later on, so it ended up being good for me. Chun-Li's anti-airs are weak against V-skill dive kick, I think. There's a particular timing of stand short that'll work. That was probably a whiff punish. Then I think I cash out, but I don't remember. Seems like yes. No, I don't. I don't cash out. And now I've got, look, I do it. I forgot about that. He doesn't V-Risk. V-Risk would have gotten him out there. He would have not died. I would have been okay. I would have taken fucking 40 damage. And he would have been +2. And I would have burned a lot of my meter. But, I wasn't going to die over that decision. It was actually completely safe. But normally you're supposed to, if you're going to go for a chip out like that, for it to actually be a guaranteed chip kill, you should do it after the opponent, you know, activates exactly 10,000. I should just fucking left after the first one just to leave him there.
Round one. Fight.
Sora got me with both hits. Sometimes I see that jump fierce hit and I'm like, oh, like what if you only got one hit, then you'd have a juggle state. So I imagine if you do the jump fierce really late. See, everything's working. What happened? I think to myself, what if I only did one hit and like landed, I'd be able to get a combo. But then I just remember that Chun-Li jump strong exists and does the same thing, but reliably. He does that a couple times. He goes down towards the roundhouse, and it always looks like an accident. I think I always punish it.
Round two. Fight.
Charging fireballs. I can follow them in. If I actually get a fully charged one. That might have been a punish. Block that wrong, but I hit a reversal normal anyway. Block low to make some hits with. Then I punish it, and then I miss my dash, and then I stand there awkwardly for a few seconds. I had to cancel immediately there. I recognized, as I was jumping, that I was too far away. What Sakura has to do there is jump roundhouse, back fierce, hard DP, and just kill the stand strong entirely. That's like the correct combo route for max damage. That's counter hit, probably head low forward. I missed that, like, again. Counter hit, second hit of crouch fierce in V-trigger. I imagine that was safe. I want to say that Chun-Li's crouch fierce is -5 on hit, normally. Counter hit probably doesn't matter if she's in VT1, but VT1 is probably safer. Time to open FAT. Chun-Li. But anyway, I'm pretty sure crouch fierce is unsafe on hit if you don't cancel it. Crouch hard punch -5. I was right. No, it's on block. On hit it's +2. That's pretty good. You could end combos with that for real, because it leaves you point blank +2. I mean, you're losing a lot of damage by not going for a cancel. It's not like you have that many opportunities to land a crouch fierce. This is one of my last matches of the day, I think. I think it's this guy and then the replay. I don't remember. Somewhere in here I fought that Akuma. We'll never get to see the rematch with him. I only fought one. I think he won the first round too. He like won the first round, but it was close, and I made some mistakes, and then I won the second two. By a landslide, I think. And then he pulled. Lost footage. What if I run into fucking Lotier God again? He just pulls immediately. This guy does a lot of... What I'm used to seeing is going for a full block string and then going for like a normal that like advances, or like a little bit of walking or something like that. So what I almost always do, or like a scissor kick or something, what I like to do is neutral jump after getting pushed to a certain range. And that doesn't work. Well, it definitely doesn't work there. It's not a good answer in general. I don't play this matchup very well. But this guy does a lot of push himself out and then EX scissor kick back in, which is very expensive. Nice fucking nice bullshit there right there. I think that one was lag. There hasn't been a lag for quite a few matches now. Or there was lag, but it wasn't. I didn't fuck anything up because of it. But that one was a lag fuck up. What was I gonna say? It's gone. Oh, the EX Scissor Kick is plus, and it also has a good hitbox, and it also is decent catching jumps. So overall, it's just really hard to preempt. Overall, it's just like very good, and the justification is that it's not invincible and it doesn't cost any, or and it costs a bar. Oops. Reversal lights work out for him quite often, and that makes me feel dumb. Can't find him. I'm -1 after a blocked. Ooh, look at that! Did some Sakura things. I think this kills without super. I like allow it to kill. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna kill. Very important thing to be able to recognize. You can't even test that in training mode very easily because of gut scaling.
That was a bit close.
The damage values are always a little bit less when you're at the end of the health bar. Crouch Fierce works here most of the time. You can react. It won't work if he goes over your head, like to the other side, because Crouch Fierce will come out going the wrong way. Ow. Nice little cross up. I reacted to it, thankfully, but I haven't seen that in so long. There's a miracle I did. See, stand short there. After blocking something like that, I like stand short into. Sometimes they do. Fuck. I got wrecked there, and then I think I was a little bit scared at this point. Sometimes Bison players do. Bison can get real pressure off of any normal. Like he can get, if he does like crouch jab or stand jab, I don't know the normal, into low strong, that'll be a frame trap, and if he does like down towards face into a jab, that's a frame trap. But if he just does that sequence, he'll push himself out. So usually a Bison will kill one of those options. More often, whatever follows a heavy, and those were both following heavies. It's common that, or following a light rather. Bison would like to replace one of those with a down towards fierce or something like that. Stand around us, walk in something to get himself back in and get some more white damage and get some more frame advantage. And that way he won't push himself out. But of course, there's a massive gap between one jab and fucking down towards fierce.
Round one. Fight.
But what a lot of Bison players will do, and this fucks up a lot of people at low level, which is why Bison is very effective at a low level. Is Bison will do like down towards fierce or stand roundhouse, and after you block that, it like looks like a -2 attack, or like an attack where it's your turn for momentum or whatever. That time I block and then I go for my reversal normal, expecting another down towards fierce, but he doesn't do one. That was lag. We both did something weird because of lag there. There's a little lag spike. I walked in, he walked out. He might have walked out there anyway. Now I'm trying to look. I generally have good success with block light normal. Okay, I didn't get hit anyway. I generally have good success with block light normal into, I think that's minus. I don't think it's unsafe, but I don't remember. That would be a great thing to look up on FAT. M Bison, V trigger, scissor kick. I think they all have the same frame data.
Whew. That was a bit close.
No, they don't.
Round two.
-4, -3, -2 for the 3 different versions. That's the exact same as his outside trigger. No, go back. So I'm not even watching the game right now. I think I get fucked up this round anyway. Oh, that was the miracle throw. I needed that so badly. Got a counter hit, so I go for the full combo. I'm not really getting fucked up here. Ugh, I've never had that happen before, and I'll never have it happen again. I don't even know what to say. Was that down towards roundhouse into stand strong into low forward? Bison can interrupt the low forward by hitbox wonkiness. There's the Tatsu. I never do that. But this time I actually acknowledged it and recognized it and did the right thing. I think I dropped this game. Yeah, that's where I dropped the game. I had a kill there. I had a kill there too. Walk out, walk in, stand short into Tatsu. And here I just die. No, I don't die. Okay, there it was. I was like, I'm going to have one stand short into Tatsu here, and that's going to be how I win. But, you know, I did my stand short and whiffed. Thought that was my opportunity, but it was not. If you cancel stand short, nothing happened. I should throw more fireballs, maybe. No cancel. A lot of chokes this game. Oh. Aimed out the worst. There, again, I blocked the light normal and then I was ready, but he's going for the scissor kick, so it doesn't... He's safe either way, and he keeps frame advantage either way, so he can actually, like, frame trap his whole way down the line. Not a good round. Dropped his kill combo. It was probably Stand Fierce, Hard Inferno, EX scissor kick, I think. There, I tried to... Normally air throw is a good reply there, but the bomb was perfectly placed that it was a horrible idea. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Classic Baf. It was really hard to make that comeback anyway. Urien with lower points than me. I'm getting pretty low, you can see. Back down to 1300. I think I had 13... I had 13,300.
Round one. Fight.
Now I'm down to 13,000. That was a punish. I could have cancelled it. I remember thinking that at the time. I was like, that'd have been good. If I throw a fireball way early in the opponent and I follow it in and they throw a fireball at it, then I can punish them. Operating under the same principles as Guile. Or Chun-Li. Happens to Guile a lot more. That ended up being a nice cross-up. He tried to anti-air me with, I don't know, towards strong. God, he's plus there, dude. I'm never ready for that. That's just an unsafe attack. And oh, that's 0, I think. I didn't think about that very much. But Soccer can always crouch jab after a successful tackle. Urien doesn't have a 3-frame attack. Ugh. I don't know why I did 2 stand strongs there. I could have just completed the combo. When I watch myself play badly, it's just like, well, I want more games so I can do the same thing but not make mistakes. It's like I can always spot the little things where it's like if I just didn't do that, blocked it, so it was probably plus, right? I don't remember if that's plus or minus. It's like +1 or -1. So theoretically I could crouch jab either way. I do so many light Tatsu. You can crouch face that. Ooh, isn't that the worst feeling in the whole world when you burn a bar and then you get fucking Vita jumping combo? I literally, there's like nothing that... I baited. I waited and baited on a Urien with no meter. What was I waiting for? Or maybe this is the guy who always crouch faces, because it didn't happen with the last Urien. So I do some close range jumps and they fucking end up being good for me. I see that happen so often. I'm like, how do people not take that throw? And then it happened. That hit me! I was crouching. But it was because of the frame. It's because I was waking up. That was a scary, scary DP. I thought he was plus there. I think he is. So after I blocked it, I was just like, here I go. If you're plus, you'll hit a button. Here's my uppercut, here's my super. What's this guy called? Urien. That's near the bottom. Foolish worm. It probably won't have the frame data for knee drop. It does. I guess this is highest possible connect, and then the parentheses is lowest possible connect. EX knee drop is +1 at worst, and +6 at best. All of the versions are actually punishable at terrible ranges and safe at all other ranges. The light one. The light one is the one that's quite feasible to make safe.
Round one.
The light one can be plus. All the other ones like cannot be plus. No anti-air. He was kind of far away. I was timid. Both of Sakura's good anti-airs do not go very far. Technically she has 3. You got VT1 uppercut, VT2 uppercut rather. You got EX uppercut. Yeah, EX uppercut. And you got light uppercut. And Crouch Fierce 4. Four anti-airs. None of them are huge. In fact, Crouch Fierce is probably wider than light DP is. Waited and baited, nothing happened. Oof. That's rewarding when it works. Kind of rewarding. He doesn't do the hard fireball for some reason. He just goes for the Crouch Fierce and then tackle. Oof, 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 oof. Bad feel. Did you see? I got an up fireball. They need to remove that move from the game. And just all the combos that you currently go into it, just do the fucking straight fireball. That up fireball is the biggest meme. It only exists to fuck up my execution. That was kind of hit. Back Fierce was going to work there. Back Fierce works even if you're not point blank if it's kind of hit. Because the back Fierce just hits a frame late. Punished a little bit. I didn't burn super. This one I might have. Nope, still didn't. I want to save it. I think this round, at this point I'm like, I'm going to save the super for the next round. Ooh, I'm going in. Get tossed.
I did it!
Sakura, acute.
Fight.
See that? That's like the one time where fireballs aren't good against this character. Okay, one of two. The other one's when he has V-skill, which is highly reactable. Any other time I can toss a fireball pretty well, and it's not super duper risky. But if he has down charge... Didn't here. I like pay so much respect to that goddamn knee drop. That gave this guy so much mileage. If every time I blocked a knee drop, instead of him getting pressure, I fucking got a crouch fierce damage, I'd have been doing so much better against this guy. By this point, it's like 5:30, and I got work at like... Not 5:30, 6:30, and I got work at 8. And the commute plus getting ready for work usually takes me about an hour. So I'm like down to my last 30 minutes by this point. And it's kind of stressing me out, but not a lot. Not a lot. No, I dip into my time. I forgot about that. It's not even 6:30. It's like 7 by this point. And it's like dipping into my time of me preparing for work. But I'm like I'm kind of on a losing streak at this point, and I'm like, I want to keep playing. You guys know how it is, I bet.
Fight.
This guy might be the second to last guy. Or he might be the last guy. He's not the last guy. The last guy's that Ryu. Whiff punished. Got it. You whiff punish that exactly the same way in third strike. It's safe if it's blocked, but you can duck it, and then you have to hit a button really fast. Ugh. I just let it happen. I let it happen. I let it happen. This is horrible to watch in hindsight. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Backdash on wake up. Didn't whiff punish. Sin short would have whiff punished there. Look, I blocked it right. Unfortunately, I had no punish available, I think. That low. Tatsu would have comboed there. Tatsu would have comboed there. Tatsu would have comboed there. I was fat tilted. I wasn't tilted. It was just happening too fast. I couldn't keep up. That's when I always die in this game. Is when a bunch of things start happening and I'm still thinking about the last thing that happened. This game, oh, there it is again. That was not a super risky jab because he's 0. The very worst thing that could have happened was me trading. Didn't a meter, so I went for it, and then I missed my dash. If I got the dash, he might have done a headbutt, but because I was so far away. Okay, I anti-aired him. And that happened. That'd have been nice if I completed that into something. Look at that mirror. Very cool. Thanks, Kanye. I could have held up forward there instead of backing up. After backing up, I did probably the best thing I could have done. Oops. Mirror got me a little shook. He's got the armor. I think he actually does successfully armor something. But I think I don't die from it. I back up. Why'd I back up? Why'd I back up? It's a mystery. Oh. The hitbox a little bit bigger than I remembered.
Urien wins.
It's tricky. Urien actually has longer limbs than Sakura. Who would have thought? That can outspeed my Stamina from my effective Stamina range. Guile's another character I'm usually good against, even though he's theoretically a bad matchup for Sakura. And this guy doesn't have that many points, but he plays well. He's just got what I would maybe call a bad style. But also it takes me a little while to start exploiting that. He's like all rushed on all the time forever. So many... I forgot that back short can be spaced that easily. It feels like he does it from a lot of different ranges, and every single time... He's on point with the early air buttons in an air dive situation. He gets me most of the time with that. I can walk forward, sweep that, but only if I don't get the sweep in time, it won't punish. Every single one of these knees, if it looks even a little bad, I try to hit a reversal normal. Oh, fucking Sakura. I mean, that would have been anyone. Anyone with an air throw that would have failed. And all air normals would have gone the wrong way too. It's such an awkward situation. I do that same thing in third strike though, so whatever. I'm using BT1 by the way. Ugh. He actually burned the bar. That seemed like a really weird decision to me. But it worked. And then that worked too. I'm normally pretty good at blocking that, but that time it just slipped through. I'm a little shook because he was pure offense, and I'm like, what can I do about that? Because Guile can't. Guile loses a lot going for that kind of stuff against Sakura. He wins in the Fireball War. He kind of does. If Sakura's given time to charge Fireballs, Guile can hang with her because he's got the V-Skill Fireball, which takes about the same amount of time as Sakura fully charging a Fireball. So it's not like Sakura can easily... Oh look, I punished it and then I couldn't get anything. That's like my biggest fucking 6-frame attack. I was nowhere near him. I said a target combo at like auto spaces almost. Just jump short there. Very good play. I'm looking pretty nervous by this point, but fortunately I think I turned this one around. Could have found that super easily, so I just block it. Okay, it's fine. I got the link too. Good link. If it does it again, that's how I'm ready for it. It's such a weird way to use meter. Really, really bad punish. One of the things Sakura actually gets in BT1 is a much higher crush counter punish. It's, ooh, forgot about that. Hanging on by a thread. Pretty afraid of an EX flash kick there, but I actually bit the bullet and threw, and I did not die. I had a guaranteed mix-up there, and I got it, thankfully. Back Fierce, fully charged up Fireball, slight delay, hard Tatsu into DP. Does a lot of fucking damage as a crush counter punish with VT1 Sakura. I reacted. That was good. He correctly realized that he had enough time to Guile with meter can... No, I think Guile can always counter that with just a flash kick. So it's bad to do on Guile. Rare footage of me actually going for a crush counter punish combo. It's good. I don't know why I fucking... Ugh! I remember when that happened. Why did I fuck that up like 3 times here? What was happening? EX Fireball would have been so good there. And there. If I said EX Fireball activate, that would have been great. Now he's dead to Chip, so I'm like thinking about that, but then he just dies anyway. That was pretty scary in the second round. I'd almost lost that match. And then I just turned it on its head. This guy probably never fought a VT1 Sakura in his life. I got 4 fucking 2-hit fireballs that I can just do instantly. And that's quite useful in Fireball Wars. Which is why I like this trigger a lot in this matchup.
Round 1. Fight.
It's so nice when Guile spends all this time. Completed the combo a little bit. In a perfect world, I would have done a DP at the end. And also in a perfect world, I would have gotten that low forward into stand short into DP. I got both Link series, though, so that was good. More important part. Oops. I ended up getting a reset. It's a good reset, too. I can't believe he spent that. That was a bad thing to spend. I can't believe I didn't just go for meaty throw. Look at the lead I had. I think I jumped because I wanted the perfect. That's the bad part. That's embarrassing. This guy doesn't throw fireballs from close range that much, so my jumps are kind of awkward. That was too far away. I gotta counter hit and everything. Stand short actually has more range for Sakura than low forward. Maybe you can believe that. Sakura's farthest light normal goes farther than her farthest medium normal. Boing, boing, boing. I love doing that little sequence. He did the V-reverse at the worst possible time because it was guaranteed everywhere else. Nice, that juggled. How about that, right? That's like a buff for Season 4, I think. I think that didn't used to juggle before. Maybe it did. I feel like anti-air V-skill left the opponent in a unique juggle state. Didn't hit again. Odd thing to go for there. I was expecting him to land on it, so I'm trying to chase it in and be ready for the juggle, but both times he like doesn't land on it, and I'm like, oh. I didn't know how much V-trigger I had when I did that combo, so I'm really glad it killed. I didn't buffer the super, I don't think. As I threw it, I was like, oh, this fireball. Is this going to be a regular fireball or a fucking VT fireball? Ended up being a VT fireball, but it probably didn't matter. Okay, I think this is the last one. I think I
Round one.
I won't spoil it.
Fight.
Hadouken. He always does fireballs in at least 2, often 3. And I could really just block a fireball and instantly jump in, but that feels so risky. That time it wouldn't have worked. But more often it would. Normally when it's like, it was a little laggy against this guy, as I said. This was one of my most laggy opponents. And my strategies change in lag. Normally when I'm fighting someone... Ooh, look at that. Kind of can't punish. Normally when I'm fighting someone in lag, I won't go for... I've gotten fucked up a lot for doing empty cancels when the opponent actually dashed in and then blocked. And I like saw that they were out of range, and the only way they could get in range was by like dashing in or doing something where the empty cancel would activate properly. But actually they were closer than they appeared, objects in mirror. So he ended up fucking... I don't empty cancel as much. And empty cancels are really good in this guy's style of play. Oops, that time it was the fucking... I think I did a throw tech there too. No, I didn't get counter hit. I don't know what happened. Anyway, empty cancels are super good against raw dashes like this. Not a very good punish. But it didn't matter that much there. Oops. I was a bit at a loss at that point. Definitely spending some meter for an EXTP or like VR racing would have been better than just holding down back. And definitely I could have blocked that on reaction fairly easily. But I was like, this is going to be a wash. I'm not going to win this round. There was a little bit of a mental surrender there. He's in Denshin Renki now, by the way.
Round one.
I'd rather fight Denshin Renki,
Fight.
even though I think it's probably the better trigger. It's the one I'd rather fight. See, that was a failed empty cancel. Oops. That one wasn't lag related. It was just execution related. I don't normally fuck that up. I do a lot of empty cancels that never activate, and fucking they just look like whiff normals. And the ones that do activate, they activate often enough. And I'm like not punished for them very often. I was a punish. I'm like kind of paid off for them. Waiting for an EXTP that didn't happen. This guy doesn't EXTP that much. I don't think he does it at all here. Oops. I like blocked that. I did like a whole fucking risk analysis in my head there. And I was like, if I get guard broken and he actually gets a combo, which I feel like he won't, then I won't die.
Round two. Fight.
I have plenty of time just sitting there. Look at that little low short. Good low short. Not really, it was shitty. I like don't challenge a lot of those because I'm afraid of like the DP cancel. But he almost, I think he doesn't do it at all. I don't think towards face is very good. Got hit jumping. What was I doing? Kind of a liability for Rio. It's very rewarding if it actually hits. But often it's blocked and always it's minus. I cash out. Kind of an unusual decision. Normally the max range of jab combos to the max range of short. But that time it didn't. Maybe because I hit him dashing. Yeah, that jump was kind of awkward. Just trying to catch a anti-air parry. Ended up doing the same thing even though he threw a fireball. In a perfect world I would have jumped around us there on reaction to the fireball, but it didn't matter because he was dead either way. In fact, I probably built more meter from the throw. I just muted my mic to cough, and I had a very brief vision of like checking to see if my mic was on and realizing it was off. It was like, wow. Imagine it was off this whole time. I get feedback when I'm doing fucking live streams. It's like, why isn't Beth sending anything in a bit? Local recordings, I don't get that privilege. Kind of a nervous neutral jump. This guy hasn't really gone for anti-airs like at all, apart from that V skill. So I probably could be jumping forward a lot more, but also Ryu has really good anti-airs. So technically that's a bad idea. Dash forward DP would have worked there. And also I had a combo, and it would have been a good combo. Ow. Not too bad. He could have done better than what he got. Scary jump, let me tell you. Empty cancel here? Yep. I remember it. Oof. I think that was my last match. By this point it's like 7:30 and I've got to be at work at 8. and I literally like close the game and jump in the shower. I like barely wait for this fucking match to finish so this man can get his points from me. Anyway, I'm up to I went from 12,763 to 12,987, so I didn't get that many points at the end of the day. I had a lot of losses, and some of them were really stupid. But those are my replays.